Hello, we got our welcome packet for Christian Healthcare Ministries, and I just wanted to show you what all came in the packet. First thing is that we basically just got a welcome letter that tells us that we're in the Gold program and our membership starts January 1 of next year, and we did choose Brother's Keeper, and it just has some other information in it. You can pause this and read it if you would like. The next thing that we got is just a notification that we're going to be automatically paying each month. So we'll get the gift statement, but we don't need to actually return the form because our payment's automatic. After that, the next thing that we got are the CHM membership cards. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure what these membership cards are good for. I guess it, in a way, proves that we have this, but this is not insurance. Basically, it has the name and our CHM number there, and it says that we're Gold and that we have the Brother's Keeper. And then on the back of it, it says everything that's on there. And I suppose that you could show this to a healthcare provider, but I don't know that it's going to mean all that much to them because it isn't really anything that they're going to use. Next we have the guidelines, and you can see that the guidelines were updated last month, and they list all of the different sections of the guidelines that changed. And this is basically online, and the PDF of this is available, and these are the rules. The guidelines talk about exactly what's going to be covered, talks about pre-existing conditions, talks about just everything that you really need to read from cover to cover. It talks about things that are not eligible for sharing, and of course you want to make sure that you're comfortable with all of these things that are on here. But those are the guidelines, and we'll be keeping that. We have this welcome pack that basically just talks about everything from the membership portal to how that you can give easily. Talks about the different program choices, what you need to do when you actually have an emergency, how you submit medical bills. They have a way that you can refer other friends to the program. Obviously we're eligible to do that, but I'm not even really pushing or talking about that in these videos because these are really just informational. They have a doctor on staff. This is kind of neat. You can actually, well, I'll get to the forms here in just a second and show you that. For resources, then we have forms that they have here. So the checklist of understanding, this is something that you actually go through online whenever you sign up online, so we don't really need to do that if you want to enroll in their automatic payments. And then this is the thing I was going to talk about with the doctor. Their on-staff doctor, if you're having a medical issue that's not urgent, you can actually fill this out and send it in, and as long as you give them the appropriate amount of time, they'll get back to you with information relevant that may or may not include things that they will cover. If you want to apply for Brother's Keeper, you can fill that out, but again, you can do all that online. And then for any time that you actually have a bill that you need to request sharing on, you can fill out this form, or my understanding is that you can also do this online via the portal as well. And medical release, that's something that I might actually need to do. I need to read that a little bit closer. And prayer requests. If you have prayer requests that are for pre-existing conditions that the ministry is not going to cover, or if it's something that's not covered, you can actually submit a prayer request, and they will put that in their monthly magazine that they gave us a copy of that we'll get to in just a second. They gave us a little card here. I have no idea. It's nice, I guess. They also gave us prescription drug cards, and this is through Agility. That's what it says there. I actually looked up some drugs online and just compared them to other things, and these guys are not the cheapest. There's one drug that if you go through GoodRx, you can get it for about $50–55, and through this service I think it was in the 80s. So really I'd probably recommend trying GoodRx before I go with that, but I suppose this might be cheaper for some things. Then they also gave us the most recent copy of the magazine that they put out each month, and the magazine basically is just information about things that are more time relevant and just news that you can use. These are the prayer pages, though. If you'd fill out one of those prayer request pages for things that were pre-existing or not covered, assuming that you meet the criteria, they'll actually put this on here. And this information is all available online, so I'm not too concerned about having it in this video. Then just other neat things that you can just read through, and you can meet the staff. And anyway, this is what was in the welcome packet. And if you have just recently joined Christian Healthcare Ministries, you can expect to get one of these yourself before too long. And if you're thinking about joining, this is also what you have to look forward to.